Hello everyone. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to implement Flutter CRUD application using Strapi CMS. Uh, so we all know that we should learn about fundamental usages which frequently apply in mobile application. So far we have done so many tutorials as articles. I have written articles and I have done so many videos on those essentials which we want to know about mobile development. So this is another step to creating an API using Strapi API. So this story will describe how to perform all CRUD operations, how to create, how to read, how to update, how to delete data with Flutter and Strapi. So Strapi is a JavaScript framework that simplifies the creation of REST APIs. It allows developers to create content types and their relationships between them. Strapi is a headless CMS that's built on top of Node.js. This is an excellent alternative to traditional CMSs that are already in use. Here we do not need to write the code for backend development, so that's the wonder of, and this is super easy. So then Flutter, we all know that is a cross-platform front-end framework in which we can develop applications for mobile, desktop, web, and all devices using one code base. So we are using different types of backends with Flutter. We can use Firebase, we can use Superbase, we can use Laravel, we can use any backend development framework we can integrate with Flutter. So here the Strapi is the best alternative is for Flutter backend. Okay, so first the prerequisite is you must install the Flutter in your uh, machine. You can use Android Studio or VS Code. So I'm using Android Studio. Uh, I'll um, show you my setup. Okay, so then you have to install the npm and Node.js. In my case, my version is version 16.16.0. Okay, so we can go to the Strapi implementation first, and I go to the first. I go to the my um, I make the direct call Flutter Strapi, and they are in command prompt. I will uh, I am going to create the Strapi project. You can simply create it using this command npx create Strapi app Flutter backend. Okay, Flutter backend is the name, and using this command we can create a Strapi project simply. Here you have to select the way you have to start with this Strapi, and so I select the quick start. Yeah, now it's installing its dependencies and creating the project. Once it's done, it will automatically it will create automatically all the folders and files and node modules, and also finally it will open up uh, the run the npm project using npm automatically. Otherwise you can run your application, Strapi application, using npm run develop command. Okay, let's see what happened. It's installing now. Okay, after you finish the installation, I can see it automatically launched the project here. Okay, so you can give your name. I'm giving my name, um, and sign up to the project. Okay, okay, let's start. Let's refresh. It's not working actually. So something went wrong, I think. What's wrong with that? Okay, I'm signing to the system. Okay, this is the welcome on board. So here you can, we are going to connect Flutter with the Strapi. So here we are creating content type, create new collection type. Here you can create new single type, new components. Later I will show you what are those things. Okay, so here I am going to create new collection type. So my collection type name is app. I will give that name. Here you also can check all settings, and I continue. And here this is kind of a table. Collection type mean it's a kind of table, and here I select a text field, whole name, short text, and likewise you can create the table as you want. Here I create a simple table to uh, register a user, delete user, add and update user. to show you how to perform uh, CRUD operations only. And password here, yeah. Okay, so this is my new collection type called app. So then after you configure those fields, you have to go to the settings and okay, keep remind that always save after you change all the things as you want. Please save after all you change, after all your changes. Okay, here then go to the settings, and here you can see user and permissions. Under users and permissions plugin, the roles, in roles, the public, you have to give the permissions to perform CRUD applications. Here you can see your app, we created that content type, and here I select all to perform all CRUD operations and saved that. And I think so that's super easy. That's all about that's all you have to done in the backend. uh, and also you can see here in the settings, I couldn't show you that. In roles, go to the public, and they are in so create. When you select uh, the settings icon, you can see the uh, route which bounded with this API. Okay, okay, that's all about the backend. Uh, then we can go to the uh, then you can then I'll go to the content type, uh, content manager, and there you can create new entry. uh, I'll create new entry for testing purposes. Okay, save, and uh, here this is my uh, entry, and here it's the state is draft. You have to publish it, otherwise it will not appear. It will not get uh, from get route. uh, so we published it, and so you can see the entry is published. So we can check now using Postman how we can is this work, is this routes are work, or all routes are work. Okay, so let's start Flutter. Sorry, let's start Postman, and we'll check uh, what will happen with these routes. Okay, okay, here I already added these routes, and this is the local host binded route and local host 1337 API. Our con content types name is apps. Okay, okay, so let me check. Okay, this is my uh, entry, so that's super easy. And here we use Postman, and we are going to use the Flutter for so here I am going to create a new project, new Flutter project. Sorry, I am going to create a new Flutter project. uh, yeah, this is a Flutter project. SDK path, and the project name is Flutter Strapi CRUD. Okay. Then the path, project location, I'll give the same location which I given in the backend. Okay. 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 Here you can see I already created a project. Uh, yeah, here you can see my folder file structure of this Flutter project. So for time limitation purpose, I edit my files in one, and I'll explain all the files. So first, the main.dart file, I route the display users to display all the users of our application. Uh, let's run our project to see how it emulator. Use an emulator. You have to use an emulator because with the physical devices you cannot connect it those routes. Okay, so in display users, here this is the file, and so all together they have 7 files including the main.dart file. And in display users file you can see here using HTTP. Okay, here I use HTTP for create the internet calls and internet calls for internet routes. Okay, uh, yeah, so in display users file you can see we are going to get all the device and all the records in which the backend recorded. Okay, so and that will recorded all the files, all the records display. Here you can see the project is running. Okay, so you can see here our records, all records are displaying here. Then you can create a new user, so that will show here the create user form, and this is the create user file, and you can see all these files in my GitHub repository. I will I will here that link in the description, and also you can go to my Medium article, and there also you can see the all codes, all 7 files codes, these 7 files code. Okay, so here you can create a new records and save. uh, then you can click on this record, and here you can display one details of one record, and here you can edit the records, all the records, and also you can delete the records. So they have no separated function, separated file for delete. and here in my details file you can see we just call to the delete tools using the delete tools function, and here you can see it will call the URL of URL, the delete URL. So using this URL like this, you can come up perform all operations, CRUD operations, which you can create, you can edit, delete, and you can display all the details as you want. Okay, so here text field, I added a separated text field as I want, and here you can see the user model. I created with four fields, using four fields and encapsulated four fields. Okay, uh, yeah, so that's all about this video. You can go to the GitHub repository and check all the details. There are all the files, all the 7 files that that's all you wanted, and also you want to uh, add the HTTP so this uh, dependency in your application. So otherwise we cannot perform uh, internet routes, we cannot call to the routes. Okay, so that's all about, you know, about Strapi and Flutter CRUD operations. And here you can see in the command prompt, you can see we call these routes, and what are the how about, is it success, or if it's not success it will show in this number. And yeah, that's all about this project, and hope you have enjoyed. You can see all these files, and I showed you how to perform all the backend operations in here, basic operations, how to create, how to implement those backend operations. Okay, so if any problem you have, you can comment, or you can edit in comment section, so I'll give you answers. Also you can go to my Medium article, and they have so many clarifications, more clarifications, you can see. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy my video. Thank you very much.